All right, so we are back with guessing games. So how this will work is I will play out the leads and the first turn, and then we will both guess to see who we think will win that game. So yeah, let's get right into it. Okay, so at first glance, this is two really weird teams. Okay, so this is a 1180 game, so it's gonna be a little bit crazy. Um, Yeah, so on the bottom we have a Sun team, it looks like, but so Koraidon and Walking Wake, but I'm not 100% sure what Ledge and Metagross are doing. Looks like we might have like an alternate Trick Room mode with Porygon, and maybe Metagross is part of that. I don't know, very interesting. On the other side, we have a pretty standard, not pretty standard, but more so standard Rain team. I kind of like the Rain team more, just off the look of it. I think that Arcalodon is going to be a little bit strong here. It has a solid matchup into Koraidon, even though because with Terastallization, it can get around its weaknesses, and then it can just be a really big thorn inside with like Draco Meteors and Electroshots and other stuff like that. And it will be probably easier to reset the weather, though. I mean, we'll have to see. All right, so turn one, Metagross and Cerulege. Wow, that's an interesting. And Mamoswine. Oh, this is Terra Explosion. Okay, I see. I see. Uh, like, okay. It got off the explosion. But like, okay, so I see a little bit of what happens at the end of there. But we're gonna, you know what? We're gonna count the switch-ins as part of the turn. Comment down below who you think will win this battle. Look, the Metagross was able to get off the explosion, but at what cost, right? Because the Cerulege had to use Helping Hand, so it couldn't KO the Tornadus. Tornadus was able to get Tailwind. The Mamoswine got pretty good damage on the Metagross and Cerulege. So it's looking a little bit concerning for this Koraidon player. I feel like the Koraidon player is going to win. Or, sorry, is going to lose. But there's also the fact that they have not switched in the Koraidon yet. So here this turn, they could probably just switch in Koraidon for Cerulege. And then Kyogre is kind of just like a sitting duck against the Walking Wake and Koraidon if it locks into a water move. That is if it's choice item. Though that could also be dangerous with Tornadus. So this is a pretty complex position, but I think I'm going to give it to the Kyogre player, even though probably the Metagross player, that's probably the best thing that they could have hoped for, right, on turn one. So let's see. Oh, Torn protects. This is okay. I don't fully understand that play, I don't think. I really would have expected a Bleak Wind Storm. Yeah, because Bleak Wind Storm, then they can't make this play. Okay, so they do Bleak Wind Storm this turn, so yeah, that's gonna do a ton of damage to Koraidon. Yeah, almost KOs. Oh, and the speed drop. That might be over. It's a little bit weird that they're not clearing Amulet, but whatever. Okay, yeah. With that switch out, it looks a little bit over. Because Kyogre, even though Water Spout is in the sun, so it's getting its damage halved, it's still doing so much damage. But yeah, Water Spout KO Cerulege. The Walking Wake will be able to get back in with Sun advantage as well, but I think it's just too much anyways. Oh, and it misses. Yeah, that's so sad. Because maybe then you're like, okay, it can. What? They had the automatic win if they just Draco Meteor there, because I don't think you always KO Koraidon, right? Oh, okay, they forfeit anyways, so yeah. It's fine. But like if Kyogre was maybe locked into Water Spout, then maybe things could have gotten a little bit complicated there. Um but yeah, no. Clean win. So yeah, let's go on to the next battle. Okay, so this is a 1459 rated game. Let's see. On initial look through, I like this team a lot more. The bottom team, the Zamazenta team. It's got Zamazenta, Urshifu, and Shanpao, which are all going to be really tough for this opposing team to deal with, just with the Terapagos. Like, Terapagos really does not like the Zamazenta matchup, and I don't think the team compositions help too much. So that's my initial impression. But let's see what after turn one. Oh wow, and the bottom player took a lot of time as well. Okay, so interesting stuff. I don't really get this Terra Water because it's probably not going to KO the Annihilate, and also, the Annihilate is, yeah, it's just going to final gambit the Urshifu. So that's very interesting. Again, comment down below who you think will win. That was a little bit of a nothing turn, right? Because Annihilate's gone, Urshifu's gone, Terra's gone on the Zamazenta side, which is a little bit concerning, but it doesn't look like there's going to be really anything that they can do to the Zamazenta, right? Because I have to imagine that their last Pokemon is Terapagos, and so that means there's no special attackers. Actually, the only special attacker on their team really is Sinistra, except for, Terapagos, but Zamazenta has a really nice matchup into it. So yeah, it looks like this Zamazenta is just going to be impossible to remove, and it can probably, if it has Iron Defense, it can probably just start Iron Defensing up, and once that Terapagos gets there, it's gone. It cannot survive, most likely. So let's see. Oh yeah, I'm definitely predicting this team to win. That was my prediction. Oh, that's through Reflect as well. That does so much damage. Oh my god, okay. It's parried, but it doesn't... Okay, interesting. Maybe it probably just doesn't have a fairy type move. Or a non-psychic type move, rather. Okay, so yeah, look, it's not looking great. Substitute Terapagos is really interesting. Because you're breaking your Terra Shell, I think. Yeah, you're breaking your Terra Shell. The Zamazenta getting full power there is very bad. But, yeah, it's not looking very great for the Terapagos user, just because, like, the Cresselia just Lunar Blessing, so they can't rely on Paralysis Luck. I mean, they can T-Wave it again with Grimmsnarl, but I don't know how much this Terra Starstorm is going to be doing to Zamazenta, and Body Press is going to be threatening, like, maybe one-hit KOs. So yeah, I think the Zamazenta player looks in a really nice position. Okay. Protect. Okay. Interesting. But yeah, it really feels like, okay, yeah, they're gonna start getting going. Oh, that's not great for the ooh, that does a lot of damage. That's a little bit uncomfortable there. I don't think you protect Zamazenta there, just because I think you try and hope that you can get out of it without doing that. But okay, so they're trying to get the speed control advantage now, but it still might be a little bit too late, because this KOs. That's really huge. And now we're looking at a really tough situation, because Grimmsnarl can just set up Reflect again. Zamazenta doesn't have any boosts, so it's not going to be one-hit KOing the Terapagos. And so if it gets unlucky, or Terapagos can get some Protects correct with Protect and Substitute, Zamazenta is going to be in a really big trouble to like offensively threaten this Terapagos enough to KO it. And it might be able to just whittle it down, but we'll see if this Thundurus can actually help it out. Okay, so yep, Reflex goes up. Wild Bolt Storm, Body Press to 62%. Ooh, that did a lot of damage. So that now it's basically, the story is one more hit from Terapagos, and everything goes down. The Thundurus is probably going to try and get some Thunder Waves off on Terapagos just to slow it down enough that Zamazenta can kill it. But even then, I think Grimmsnarl might be able to clean it up with Spirit Break. So I don't know. It's looking pretty bad for this player, but we'll have to see. Yep, Terapagos protects. Wild Bolt Storm comes out. That's very interesting. Oh, and it paralyzed. Paralyzed? Yeah, that's big. But yeah, no, now Terapagos still outspeeds Zamazenta. Oh, no, it doesn't. Oh, that's huge. And it might be able to get the KO. It is at -1 attack. But Body press barely doesn't KO, and the Grimmsnarl is fully paralyzed. That's crazy. That's actually insane. Oh my god, that's such a tight ending. But yeah, and body press takes it out. Oh wow. Okay, so that was a very lucky, very up and down game. But yeah, okay. It ended up with the Zamazenta player on top. So yeah, I think that'll do it. I think it was pretty fun. Comment down below if you want me to do more of these types of videos, or if I should just go back to making the puzzles. Obviously, I'm still going to do the puzzles, but yeah, I thought this would be a little bit fun. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.